It's October and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And today I have with me probably one of my most favorite people, Wanda Smith. Many of you know Wanda because she might have taught you. She taught at Magee for, how many years did you teach at Magee?
About 27 years.
27 years. And upon retirement, she's began teaching at the academy, and you were at the academy for
9 years.
9 years. And she has retired and come home. But you know, retirement didn't bring like the life of luxury maybe we think we're going to have. It brought a new dimension to her life, and not one that she was prepared for, and certainly her family was not prepared for. Wanda was diagnosed in
January.
And I wanted her to tell you a little bit about her journey, because she has a great message, and one that I hope many of you will think about and listen to. And you might pick up something you might could even do for someone who is suffering with cancer. So I am going to just kind of let you talk. And then I'll, of course, interject. You know, I can't be quiet.
Okay. I want to thank Sue for giving me this opportunity to tell my story, because I hope it makes a difference in people's lives. First of all, I exercised. I try to eat healthy. I also went to my annual checkup every year, forever it seems. I never had a bad mammogram until January of this year. My doctor examined me. He found no lumps or anything suspicious, but my mammogram showed that I had some problems. So he sent me further to a more high-tech mammogram and an ultrasound, and there they found that I had breast cancer. I had surgery on February the 13th. I had a lumpectomy by my choice, because my doctor told me that that choice was as good as any of the other choices that he gave me. I found out that I had triple negative cancer, which was the clincher that shocked me. I now had to prepare myself for 4 rounds of chemotherapy and 33 radiation treatments. In between my chemotherapy and my radiation treatments, I had cellulitis and was in the hospital. So that put my radiation off a week or 2. But my journey has been an extraordinary one, because of God taking care of me and the support I've had from my family and from my friends. My oncologist suggested that I keep teaching, because I told her that I wanted to. And she said that her teachers do best when they continue. So I would stay home a week and teach 2 weeks and start over again. I had already planned on retiring, so God had worked all that out for me, and I was able to finish school that year. I was able to go to every activity that I needed to go. My chemo just worked perfectly. I had my chemo 2 days before school was completely out. I was able to see everything that my grandson was in for his senior year. And I was able to teach my little granddaughter in the 6th grade, and that was important to me. So my journey has been extraordinary, and one that has humbled me beyond any words that I could ever say.
I promised Wanda I wouldn't cry, but you know I'm just a wuss, so I might not be able to hold that, but I'll try. One thing, Wanda, when she came this morning, and I said, "Oh, you just look so cute." This is her real hair. And it came back curly. Is that not neat? But you know, I would think, because we're women, that losing hair would be would be a major thing. I'm sorry, it just
that
would.
was traumatic. Now I will admit that was traumatic to me to go to school, and for the couple of days before, my oncologist told me exactly when I'd lose my hair, and I did, to the day.
Really?
And so when I went to school, I was so self-conscious, because it starts coming out, you know, a day or 2 before. But I had a wonderful lady, Lisa McFadden, who is in Jackson, and she had been recommended to me by many cancer patients, and she took care of me. She shaved my head. She had me a wig that, if any of my students are listening right now, Sassy. We named it Sassy, and we just had such fun with it. And Girls and Boys Sassy is at home under the cabinet for the first time.
Oh, awesome.
So here I am. I know I look different, but my and I wanted to say this. It was the most humbling experience for the way that Simpson treated me, because they allowed me to teach when I could and be home when I couldn't. And everyone was just so encouraging. My friends, the administration, just, it was overwhelming that I was able to do that.
That's true. That's true. So you did not have a mastectomy?
No, I didn't. I had a lumpectomy.
And this was one of the choices your doctor gave you.
Right.
So this is the one you choose.
I did.
So there are choices.
There are choices. You can have a lumpectomy, a mastectomy, or a bilateral mastectomy. And I chose the lumpectomy because I trusted my doctor. And he told me, because of the triple negative, it would not have mattered what I chose, because I would have had to have had the chemotherapy.
What does triple negative mean?
Triple negative is an aggressive cancer, and there's 3 different factors in it. And I used to try to read a lot about it, and then I thought, I think I'll just close that.
You know, that's funny because I know, and this is not even the same comparison, but when my mother was diagnosed years ago with Alzheimer's, I chose not to read. Because I thought, you know what, I'm going to live each day as it comes. Because if I know too much about out there, I don't do well.
That's right.
And that's
right.
kind of the same thing.
And I just have a new perspective on life because God's given me another chance.
And isn't it interesting?
It is.
It totally
It is.
changes how you look at things.
Totally changed. Totally changed.
She's still fun, so don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you that she's not still one wild and crazy woman.
And I hope to continue to be.
I do too, forever. And I'm just so glad you were able to be there for your grandchildren, because I know that had been the top of your list for many years.
Yeah.
And you've got to mention Joey.
Oh yes, Joey was here with me. He came, and he and Amy and my brother and sister-in-law and Joe all were at the doctor's office when we made our decision. So he spent the week with me. He sure did.
Joey is in the Air Force, am I right? And so he's not like around the corner. So it was a big deal, but he was coming home to see his mama. I hope that you will think about and listen to the different things that Wanda told us. There might be one thing that you picked up on, maybe the person that helped her. We will have information on the website, and I'm sure that Wanda would not mind speaking with anyone. She is an inspiration to me. She had been an inspiration to her students, and she's been an inspiration to her family.